started. What's going on, peoples? What's going on?
What it do?
Oh man, look at here. This is kind of feel new.
Right.
Ain't done it in a few weeks.
Right.
Life has been lifing, buddy. But it is all good. We are here, and we are the host of In the Know podcast. T the Chef, this brother right here, Jaycutta,
In the
the
building.
technician,
Doing what I do.
doing what he does
Making the world look better.
best every day,
Nothing like a nice
except
smile.
on Monday.
Except for Mondays.
Mondays.
Yes.
So, hey man, we gonna jump right into it because me and this guy done talked and we figured it out like this. We're gonna cut on the cameras and just go for it. It's gonna be some weeks we're gonna have topics, you know, and there's gonna be some times when we just want to talk. We might have 18 different things on our mind, so this was one of those times. And
Yeah. So if you got some topics you want us to hit on, you know what I'm saying, hit us up.
hit us up.
You know, drop those topics and we'll do the best we can to cover them.
I think we need to put in almost like a vote for what female can come on here to do the part 2 of can men and women be friends. I think it just need to be thrown out there.
Okay.
And if you get, you know what I'm saying,
Okay.
if you get so many votes or somebody recommend you so many times, we can bring you in on the show.
Yeah.
That type deal.
Okay.
You know, but we'll figure that out here before we get out of here tonight.
Yeah.
And that way,
If you got something to say on that, you know what I'm saying, throw your name in the pot.
throw your name in the
You
pot.
know what I'm saying? We willing to go up against the best. Here it is. You see.
I don't know why this junk keep taking everything like a challenge.
You know what I mean?
Man, we can't do that. We gonna lose.
You know what I mean?
We gonna lose, bro. We
We've been
gonna
winning forever.
lose. We gonna lose, man.
Man forever. I'm just kidding. But I mean, we got to win sometime. We win,
Right.
win before they get here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's gonna be the only win. But for me, I wanted to give a couple shout outs before we got rolling. First and foremost, my youth football team. We in flag season right now. I got 2 teams, 4-1, and I got 1 team that's 5-0. Okay, and my other team they won 2-1. They tied 1, lost 2, won 1. Been kind of close, but they knew they gelling. The rest of these teams really just been together for a while, and they still have moved up in age. So let me get a shout out to my Carolina Rhinos. Hey man, I'm proud of you guys. This is our 5th year, really 4th because we missed the COVID year, 2020. So and to see these kids, and then the new kids that's coming in and gravitating to the game. You know, that just, I think it speaks volume about your coaches, our parent system, because we got some of the best parents, I think, out there. And for me, I'm a behind the scenes guy. I do the back work. You know, I just like to see that excitement come out of these kids when you know, when they out there playing. And it's gonna be some fun here. We'll be rolling into the playoffs week after next, and hopefully come away with some hardware. And then second, me and my wife been passing this restaurant forever, and we finally stopped today. And it's right here. I don't know if you can see that real good, but it's called Wingcrave. It's right on the outside of the baseball stadium off the Augusta side of Augusta Street. And it's they do wings and tenders and chicken and waffles and all that. So we We had the grandbaby. She said she wanted wings, so we said we're gonna try them today. And I'm telling you, y'all, that was on time. I mean, I got to meet the owner, real nice guy named JT, family-owned business, and I got some Carolina hot tenders. Man, all I was missing was 3 more. That's how good they were.
You talking about 3 more?
You know what I mean? They were good.
I was all in like you about to say 3 more something.
No,
like,
I need
like
3.
A name.
No,
you talking about
I need 3 more
chicken.
after them 3.
How them out of it?
And the wife and my granddaughter, they shared some garlic parmesan wings. And I'm telling you, man, when my wife told us, look, I need them. You know how we do? We fry hard.
Right.
That's how we gotta get them.
Gotta get fried.
Man, it ain't to disappoint. He came out, you know, and then even when he had other customers come in, he came outside. We sat outside to eat because they got outdoor seating, and he came back out there and talked to us and made sure we was good. So, but I think that's gonna be one of our lunch spots. You know, we take out one of them days. We're gonna have to ride out that seating, man, because that was some good food.
Okay.
You know, but other than that, though, man, what you got going on?
Man, shoot, nothing. Working like the last hostage is what I've been doing. You know what I mean? Shout out to all my customers, clients.
I'm one of them. I gotta get in.
My faithful people, man, keeping me busy, man, keeping me going. I'm studying for insurance tests too, so I got a lot on the plate right now, still doing, and you know.
Well, that's the life.
Yeah, it is. It is.
That's the life.
Because you sit still too long, you don't do nothing. So,
but you ain't gonna do
I
nothing.
don't mind being busy. I don't mind moving around with it.
I want to be busy,
productive. Let's say that. Let's say productive, because a lot of people are busy but ain't doing a damn thing.
Oh,
So
okay.
let's say productive.
We'll say productive.
Yeah.
I want to be productive and out the way.
Yeah.
And hard to reach.
Yeah.
I think
all
that's
of those.
Yeah, them my 3.
One of my favorite lines from Jaycutta was, "If I showed you where I live, you think I was hiding."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, yes sir. Yes sir. Yes sir.
Oh.
Shout out Jaycutta.
Jada.
One of the best. But
hands down.
Yeah. I like to say, quick shout out to the NBA getting kicked off today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we just upstairs watching a little bit of that Phoenix in Minnesota.
Yeah, Minnesota pounding the boys.
Yeah.
Messing with Rod the guard, your boy KD, he the only one playing, you know what I'm saying? The Suns going down, you know what I mean?
Not Rod the guard, to my Alabama.
Alabama, man, gotta get to him, man.
Got to. Every chance you get, because he gonna do it to you, boy.
You hear me?
That joker, they're relentless.
Relentless, boy. Rough, boy.
But yeah, man, we just jumped on here today because one, we ain't had nothing to give the folks in a minute, and then 2, but we had some stuff to talk about because I definitely want to talk about this setting story on the 1.8 or 9 billion that the state, that the state says that now they may give it back to the taxpayers. May. Right?
Boo. I don't believe him. I'm saying, the most hated one has given out the most money. I'm just saying, shout out Trump, man, for them checks, baby. I'm just saying.
Right.
They tell us to hate you, man, but I'm just saying, you give out that paper, though. You feel me? So, you know, holler at your man about that thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
I take mine.
But that's the crazy part. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you really look at it, you know, love him or hate him, in a sense, he did turn around and do exactly what he said he's gonna do.
You're a business person.
I'm gonna give it back to the people
because they spend the money.
Right.
So rich people don't spend money. He knows that.
So my thing is, because he one of them.
Right.
Like what the man say? If you don't want me to take the advantage of what's going on, change the tax code. That's it. Yeah. But the whole tax code is made for what they consider to be middle class people to take care of everything.
Right.
If you up here, You got some of the write-offs. They giving you a check back every quarter or whatever you report.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
But the jokers in the middle, they humping it for everybody.
Hand over fist.
So it's like, okay. But when I seen that the other day, it was like, yeah, they thinking about it. I was like, what is you gonna do with it?
Well, see,
because you can't tell us if you're gonna fix the roads. We know that shit ain't happening.
Yeah, because I was gonna say that's the only other place I can see where I really know there's a spot they could put it, but they're not. And I'll explain myself. I personally think they could take some of that bread and they could recondition and rehab these community centers. They could expand the rooms and seating in them so they fit more children, because there are more kids here now because everybody's moved here. They could have these community centers that used to mean something to us. Shout out to the Boys and Girls Club that kept us out of jail. You know what I'm saying? And the other centers, Sterling Center, one of these different things, Green Line, they had the different centers. These centers kept kids with something to do.
Yeah, but now you got to pay for it all. Streets. It used to be we could go to the community center and that was...
Okay, but thus 1.9 billion worth will supply plenty for the community.
Yeah, if it was managed right, yeah, we do
what I'm saying. Like,
but ain't nobody gonna do that.
I mean, but that's what I'm saying. Like they're talking about giving back. You can't give back to something that you continuously break. They continuously break the system down. They continuously tear down the lower level of Greenville. Now we're not talking about the people who are sitting in these $400,000 apartments and condos and different things. No, we're not talking about them. We're talking about the people who have always been here, who have had to sit back and watch these changes. They couldn't do anything about it. Those people don't have a voice. You know what I'm saying? That 1.9 billion, really and truly, they owe it to the kids. They owe it to them because see, if you look, okay, peak crime hours are from 7:30 in the afternoon till approximately 11 o'clock at night. Okay. That's when especially most of your young people, that's when they get in trouble.
Gotcha.
So, parents may work second shift. That's going to carry you through what? 10, 11, maybe 12 o'clock. You see what I'm saying? So, okay, my thing is this. Why not put something in place to keep these kids out of trouble? See, in grades, dropouts, all this stuff is coming to pass because guess what? You pulled all the resources off from around the children. So what are they supposed to do? You can only run around outside, or you can only shoot balls for so long. You can only do this, that, or the other for so long. I mean, it's like it needs to have structure. And that's the main thing I'm disappointed about with Greenville County is that they don't care anything about or show any regard for the young people. It's like they're trying to figure out what to do with the 1.9. Dude, stop. You trying to figure out how to put that in your pocket is what you really trying to do. The point about it is we need these community centers because see,
yeah, I mean, because
that could help everybody. That could help parents.
But it was like it was just like the switch. Because I remember for us, you know what I'm saying. Summertime come, you could go to the community center. You could shoot balls. You could
get a
meal.
Food,
you can get the meals. You can get all of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And unbeknownst to us, how it was being done.
Right.
And then you just see it slowly evolve to where now these kids have to pay. We have to pay
for everything.
For my kid to go to a community center for the summer, and I'm already getting bumped up with taxes. Like, it doesn't make sense. And I'm gonna tell you another thing that's we talked about a few weeks ago was the difference in the parks. Okay, and you see it, and then nobody can tell me they don't see it. When you look at parks in these affluent neighborhoods, they nice, bathrooms nice, concession stands nice, they got lighting. Everything, right? Now, we play ball in flag football in one park. With all these parks we got, we play in one park, okay? The bathroom, when you walk in here, make me not want to use it.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? And you can't tell me you're not churning the money.
Right.
You just don't want to use it for what it's supposed to be used for.
Right.
You figure out everything not to use the money for.
Right.
And so, and then that's what we was talking about with Lakeside, predominantly black neighborhood. Its facilities just ain't up to par with everybody else. The ones at Sterling. County buys Phyllis Wheatley, but they do nothing to the fields. Nothing out there. The basketball courts, nothing. Right? And then I'm going to tell you what hurt me even more. I'm leaving this morning, going to State Park, to the one in Northside, right? So I cut through on Rolling Road right there where Piney Mountain is.
Yeah.
How about they got the whole thing shut down when it's getting ready to turn into summertime to dig, and they got mountains of gravel and rock and tractors over there. I'm like, hold on. You had a winter, which we can't even say we had a cold winter. You could have knocked all that out then.
Yeah.
Now it's getting ready to get warm. That's just one less place these kids got to go. Make it make sense.
And I figured it out as I did the research of this thing. See, they're building more juvenile centers, facilities to hold these kids. They're building more jails. Their focus is this: look, we're gonna build these jails because why? We know we're gonna fill them. You see what I'm saying? Because see, when you pull those resources, those community centers, when kids don't have any leaders, it's people. Shout out to Mike Burdine, different guys, Mr. Xavier, Mr. Eddie. You understand me? Those people were people we knew we could rely on and see. When you take those people out of the community setting, and you still have these kids running, kids are still gonna be kids. Don't matter. Everybody gonna make mistakes. True. So it's like now the mistakes are gonna cost the kids because there's no one there to say, "Hey, young blood, come here, let me holler at you."
Right.
Don't do that. You
Don't
feel
do
me?
it, yeah.
That's not gonna be good for you in a little bit. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like, you know what I'm saying? Those people are gone. So see, it's like it makes sense to me why they took the money and the funding from these community centers. It makes perfect sense. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to think, all they had to do was perform the criteria, and you get a check. That's your funding. That's your funding for your community center. But when you stop hosting things, there are no more college trips. There's no more, you know what I'm saying, field trips, getting the kids together. You know what I'm saying? There are no more summer events. No, none of these things are going on in the particular areas because, like, they want the inner city to be like barren like that. They want it to be just to the point to where you turn to what you're gonna see. And I and I don't have nothing against, you know what I'm saying, the street cats because, everybody did their dirt, whatever. Shout out to the 90s. We'll see them if we don't see nobody else. You're gonna see that cat on the block if you don't see nobody else walking around. If you walking around these streets, guess what? You're also gonna be seen by the police. This is a process that they use amongst the young people because once they get to know your name, get to know your face, whenever something goes on in a certain area, they have certain people and certain faces that they're going to automatically relate to it. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But if you're in a community center, you know what I'm saying, getting some type of understanding on things, your schoolwork becomes more to you. Your progress becomes more to you. Success becomes something that you actually want to achieve. But see, when you pull that funding, when you put money other places on bull job, basically, you don't give them that opportunity. The opportunity is amongst the people who already have the opportunity. Their families are well off already. But the people who don't and may not have ever seen a product of success in their face, they don't get to see those people anymore. You know what I'm saying?
No, you're right.
And that money you was talking about, that's what really sparked that, because we had this conversation in the barbershop with a couple of people that one from one of the local universities, and we were just talking about this thing, and that's one of the things that we noticed is that the funding has been withdrawn, and there's less money even put into, like you said, the parks. You go to these different parks that used to be packed with people, different things. And one of the good things I just saw, they just redid Gower Park, which was good.
Yeah.
That was good. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but look how it had to go. How long it had to go before somebody said, you
And
know
look
what?
where it is.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? It's
So-
still around others than us. Our people still aren't getting that. You see what I'm saying? Like,
and it's still part of that affluent.
You know what I'm saying?
You ain't too far from Park and Mill. You know, there's some nice cribs. You know what I mean? So we gotta make it look pretty.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
right.
if you look at everybody else's stuff, it's crazy. Like I really look at Brewtown. I'm born and raised Brewtown, right? You know, we had a smaller community on the top, but we also had athletic fields and a basketball court, and we could play ball till 11 o'clock at night before the lights shut off. So then we trashed the basketball field. We done away with the football field, and then we built another spot on the bottom side that got indoor basketball. Okay, but we don't have nowhere. Even if we wanted to come up with a football team that was relative to the community, like what everybody had, because everybody was blocked off.
Right.
You know, you could do it like that.
Right.
Can't nobody do it.
And
You
there's
go
a
to
reason for
Washington
that.
Heights, they usually have a nice field up there. Gone.
There's a reason.
You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's like, okay, man, like, I can't be the only cat that see it.
It's just the fact that we can see it,
But what we gonna do
but our
about it?
hands are tied because the people that can do something about it don't place that as part of the agenda. They just don't. You know what I'm saying? All these people that say that they for the black community, this, that, and the other, man, I don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Don't talk about. You don't
You know what
talk.
I'm saying?
You don't talk about
man, look
them
here.
leaders.
Honestly, they don't want none. Come talk to me about it. See me, please.
They all want that.
See me, because I'm saying, like, really, I talk to too many influential people, man. But it's like people can't do anything without you guys doing your job.
That's
Make
the
them
whole
do
point.
something with this money.
No. You gotta understand.
You know what I'm saying?
It's true politics.
It is.
They-
and it sucks.
They tell everybody else that they speak for us,
Right.
and
And never talk to us.
never talk to us, and really don't even know what you what
us.
you need. You get what I'm saying? But they throw the general cloth over, you know, they in need of funding. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. They in need of funding. Okay, where the money gonna go? Who gonna decide who get what? You get what I'm saying? It's just a blanket.
Yeah.
You know, and it's way too many smart folks I know out here. You know, to let it go on any further than where it's going.
Right.
You know, so it's really it takes us to get involved to figure out what our communities need, and then just start to make a move towards getting it. Man, look at here. If I had to sell fish every weekend, if I know that money has been going to something that's gonna help the elderly or the older folks, you know, in not just my neighborhood but everybody,
Yeah.
then I ain't got a problem with that.
Yeah.
Because I think in a certain line you're gonna get a certain level of respect for yourself when you do for yourself.
Right.
I ain't gonna sit around and wait for nobody to give me anything.
Right.
But if you keep telling me that my tax dollars are purposed for this, and this, and this, and I can clearly see it's not being done, somebody's stealing.
Right. Right.
That's it.
Still.
You gonna send me a tax bill. You even got it broke down where the money go on the tax bill.
Right. Right.
But we can clearly see
Right.
is certain parks, certain recreation centers that don't get nothing.
Right.
They probably get enough to keep the lights on.
And it's crazy, cause you know it's like, but then when you complain
You
or
looked at
speak
it as,
out, they like, oh,
that's troublemaker right
oh
there.
yeah,
He
he
bad
just
for
want to raise
business.
hell. He want to raise hell. Like,
You
no,
know, you trouble. You trouble.
It's
We gonna
like-
stay away from you.
you just going with it. You going with the plan. So don't complain about the kids. Don't complain. Don't complain when they're unruly. They getting in trouble. Don't complain about that. See what I'm saying? Because no one's stopping the process. So you can't just pull everything from people
Mm-hmm.
and still expect to get a product out of them.
You're gonna get a product, it's just
This
gonna
ain't
be
gonna be the one you
want.
want. Right.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm
So
saying?
that's
we're
what
not
it
pouring
is.
in. I hate that because that's a lot of money. I know on the grand scheme it's not a lot, but in one particular state or county, that's a great deal of money because it can go so far and it can spread into so many different things. It's like it's too many. It's too many people with like their eyes closed walking through things just because they're told to walk through something. Like, you need to ask why stuff is not happening. You know what I'm saying? It's just that important, man, that we kind of like stop just going along with stuff. We got to do different. But yeah, that's just that money. That money not going anywhere that could help us is terrible. You know what I'm saying? Because some folks need help with daycare, babysitting, all kinds of stuff. That could be vouchers that you could be helping to give people.
And then in turn, that's what I'm saying. You actually create jobs by doing that exact same thing.
Right.
You sitting there saying, okay, we know it's a community. We got a center here that can house folks. So why not put daycare in there? Then you take teachers from that exact same neighborhood, as long as they qualified or willing to enroll in school to get to a certain point. Then you just created jobs for the same community.
Yeah.
You know, like I say, I know I can't be the only one we can't be the only ones to see it.
Dude,
but
they don't
you
want
know
us
what?
teaching us either.
Yeah, but the thing about it is, we're gonna bog ourselves down with it. And that's not what that's not what we're gonna do. We're gonna do something. We'll talk. We'll talk about strategy later. But,
yeah.
But in the midst of all of that, it's kind of like we was running off. Before we turned on the cameras, and I was talking about parents that don't want to be parents.
Oh my goodness.
So
yes, sir. Talk about it.
So here go my thing, man.
Because we do destroy ourselves too.
I'm gonna say it might come across wrong, but lucky for me, I didn't have any kids before I got married, and I say that because I can't see being away from my children. Okay, but I'm more of a lean to if I'd had a daughter, before, I met my wife, and her being under the roof with another male that's supposed to be raising her, and I don't know what's going on. For me, I don't know how cats sleep at night. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing what's going on with their children. And it's like, how you get comfortable? I couldn't see myself getting comfortable and not knowing what's going on, with my kids.
Right.
And we just gotta figure this thing out, man. Cause it's just way too many young folks out here that got nobody that cares for them. And the only people that do care for them is simply because they collect money for them. That's it.
Right.
Don't know what's going on with them. They see them whenever. and that's the basis of their relationship.
They don't know.
And it's like, wow. That hit me in the past week. Like, this can't be indicative of life. That's crazy.
And what you saying that too. One thing I seen is that at one point in time, unless you were just all out in a hurry to be a parent, you had time to be trained to learn the basic things that you need to know that you're gonna have to give to your children.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But see, now people are having so much and so like they're young, taking on everything. Young, taking on everything. Look at what's going on. Look at our suicide rates are high. You got young people taking on too much and it's tearing them down. Then bringing children into the mix. You know what I'm saying? So now the generation before them are having to come and save majority of these children because they weren't ready. You know what I'm saying? Just because you can have a child and you got a few dollars rolled together, that don't mean you can raise a child. You need to have your housing need to be straight, working situation, your transportation, your understanding of things. You know what I'm saying? Your ability to teach, your ability to receive, all that stuff needs to be on point in order to have a child. And it's like, it's almost like they're surprised, but it's like, what I want these parents that's not doing their damn job to look at is that look at what it took to raise you.
Yeah.
You have to be prepared to do that same thing. Look at what it took.
And maybe a little bit more.
A little bit more nowadays. Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
So,
because things are happening so fast. So you're going to have to probably do some stuff earlier than we even had to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's out of control. Because it's too acceptable in our community.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
they can just pretty much walk off.
That you can try to port them for you everywhere else, but yeah, that's us.
No, that's our community.
You know, and we really do have to get back to that whole village. You know, raising these kids. You know, if you see my kids somewhere and they doing something they ain't got no business, I ain't got no problem with you checking at all.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? That's
right.
Help and then I need you to place a call to me and be like, look, I seen you folk down here about to get in some whoop-de-whoop.
Right.
Hey, I talk to them, but you might want to talk to them when you get home.
Right.
I'm cool with that. You know. But, man, like I said, over the past week, I don't know what it is, y'all. Like, I just, it's cluing in the young folks. I got my own young folks that I had to see about. You know, I got nieces and nephews, and I try to keep in contact with all of them. You know, it was just to shoot them a text, you know, just to check on them. Be like, hey, you know, what's going on with you? How you doing? You need anything? You know, that type of deal. And for the most part, you know, all of them good. You know, or at least they're going to tell they good. Right. You know what I mean? But, you know, I got one or two that, you know, it kind of shakes me when I hear from them. And I don't shake easy. You know what I'm saying? I just, you know, but when you can read a story and be like, man, it'll make you cringe. And right. I just got, you know, we just got to do better, man. And, you know, it's one of those things where you have to pull like a Michael Jackson. You got to start with the man in the mirror. You know, for me, I try to work on it every day, man. Like, I know I could do better. And when they come down this community thing, man, I don't care what side of town you from. If I can help you, that's what we're going to do.
Right. So,
that was my rant. I had to get that one out of there. You know, I just need people to, you know, ain't no manual to this thing.
But there are basics, though.
Yeah,
that's
basics.
What we let them off the hook at.
No, well, I think what it is, it's a lot of common sense. But like we say, common sense ain't so common no more.
Right.
You know, but you're right. There are some basic things.
It's just basic things you have to do. All the other stuff you can get help with. Because folk will help you when they see you helping yourself. You know what I'm saying?
You got no problem. You ain't got no problem helping when you trying to do, you know, you do for yourself. But if you going to sit around and put the responsibility on this person, that person, man, look here.
But the kicker is this. This is where people get pissed at. You don't do your damn job, but you feel like you have an opinion. You still want authority in the situation, but you ain't earned shit. No, you can't say anything.
Right.
You must play the back. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like the back, guess what? Buy a car, you can sit in the front.
But here go the thing, though, man.
You know what I'm saying?
And it goes back to the old adage of child support.
Oh, that's the biggest trap.
And you know,
the largest trap ever.
But here go the thing, and I'm on the outside looking in. Ain't never been put on it.
Yeah, I hate the fact child support was ever created. But go ahead.
But it's a twofold thing. One, it took two of y'all to make it. So whomever is not in the household, you still got to understand that even when the other one is taking care of it all, let's just scratch the whole point about the money side of it. You still have a responsibility to be in your child's life, regardless.
Regardless.
You get what I'm saying? And most times when it get to the point that it's a child support issue, it's just because the one just don't want to do anything. And see, another notion that we got to get out of is it's always the male.
Right.
No,
it's not.
It's not.
Right.
It's females out there that's
trifling.
Yeah, and they having to pay too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you just don't want to do anything.
Right.
But that child didn't ask to be here.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And there's some men and women that want to see mostly men that want to see their kids, but don't have that relationship with the mother anymore, and catch all that hell, them problems.
And even at that rate,
you know what I'm saying? We got to learn to grow up first of all.
Okay, and that's
co-parent.
Co-parent.
You know what I'm saying?
I trust me.
You know what I mean?
Like I said, on the outside looking in, but I've kind of went through the situation, and $40 a week is not gonna do anything for your kids.
No. It's gonna feed
But hell, the thing though,
one time.
We talking about $40 a week, and cats still don't want to pay that. Just like your child ain't worth that. But you mad?
Yeah, that's a pride thing.
You mad when they start to garnish you. You know what I'm saying? You mad with all this, but most times in that, you want to really help the other parent out. Just come get them.
Right.
And you won't even do that. You always got something to do. I ain't never seen an unemployed person that always got something to do. But they ain't chasing no job. But they always got something to do when it comes out of their kids.
Yeah.
That, man, it's a bunch of madness going on. Like I say, ain't no perfect parent, ain't no perfect person. But it's a common sense thing got to kick in when it comes to your children.
Yeah.
It has to burn in the belly. You know what I mean? My dad instincts are just different. I do. I'm funny about mine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's supposed to be though.
Listen.
Supposed to be.
I'm cool as a fan. Man, you can talk about me. You can talk about my cooking. You can talk about anything else. Matter of fact, you could actually talk about them. Just don't put your hands on them.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? We done went from minor league to major league action. And the day on the diamond is me. But that's the dad in me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's not just from the protection standpoint. I text my children all the time. They know me. They go to their mama when they need to talk about the world. They come to me for two reasons. Banking or something going on in that car. That's it. But I always just reach out. I always try to tell them I love them and ask them are they okay. Even when, daddy might be working here or there, I'm running.
Right.
But I couldn't see not having any kind of relationship with them.
Yeah, I think it's more damaging long term, which is why a lot of people do those things because they don't see the damage at the time. It comes later when that child gets older, and here you are maybe in a better position then. Mm-hmm. But you're trying to discipline them, but then they don't remember you during the discipline years. So now you don't have a discipline label. So here comes the disrespect. Now you're wondering, like, okay, how can you talk to me like this, that?
And I'm your parent.
Right.
Nah.
There was a period of time when you were able to grab that label as a parent and stick it on your chest. but your chest wasn't present.
Right.
Someone else's chest was there. Shout out to the real step parents out here in the building. You dig what I'm saying? The ones that actually did what they were supposed to do. Not the shyster was chasing the women, but the one that actually cared about the kids regardless of who they were.
Now, you said the shyster was chasing the women. Like I say, this it's two-sided. It go both ways.
We're going to get the women in a minute.
You know what I mean?
We're going to get the women in a minute. But I had to address the fellas because, like, a lot of times responsibility means that you can't do all the things you want to do.
Of course.
You know
that's
what I'm saying?
just part of being a grown-up.
But see, that's the thing, though. When people don't take care of their children, that's a lot of immaturity that's being exposed. But people, often they don't talk about the immature part. They just talk about them being a bad parent. But see, we got to start getting to the root of why they're a bad parent. You see what I'm saying? Because immaturity creates selfishness. Selfishness creates what? A lot of the problems that we're talking about. Because it's like, look, I want to live my life. No, you wanted to screw that, and you made this. So you wanted to take care of this. You didn't want to live your life. Because if you did, you wouldn't have made them.
Right.
You would have waited.
You'd have waited.
Till you ran through, did all what you was going to do in life, get yourself set, then have your kids if you're going to have them. But you didn't. So it's like, don't complain about what you create. That's my thing.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when you create a bad situation, deal with that shit.
Yeah. But
don't cry about it.
That ain't the thing, though. And I guess it's just like I say, it's just me looking at it.
But situations be different, though. You know what I'm saying?
And then on top of that, though,
it's just very.
But what you said was, when you create a bad situation, and some cats really don't even know how lovely fatherhood is.
Yeah, they miss out.
Oh my goodness, man. I think about it like this, man. I met my daughter when she was 3. She already had a personality. She was just her. And that was my partner. You know what I mean? And we had a bond because of the lack of her dad not being there. Mm-hmm. And the thing about it was, in that whole situation, he had time until he didn't have time.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And over the years, I think me and him might have had words maybe twice. But before he passed on, he emailed me one day, and it kind of threw me off. But he was saying, in a sense, was thank you. Mm. You know what I mean? Thank you for, raising my daughter. And
that's grown man stuff, though.
Yeah, but that's
just acknowledgement. That's all it is.
Right, and I was like, yeah. You, in a sense, though, you really just don't know how good of a person you missed out.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Right. Because I look at my daughter now, man, and that's still my baby girl, but we got a relationship. She know that this daddy, I know, I'm gonna talk to him about this. I'm gonna go to my mom about this. But I do know if I walk in the house or I get the phone call and she start off with, Daddy.
Right.
I already know.
Right.
But what it costs.
Dad.
Here we go.
Dad, what you doing?
Oh, no, she hit me when she came up with the bright idea.
Man, what you doing, Dad?
Yeah. Well, look, I think we should take family vacation here, and here. You be like, oh, for real? Oh, how much you got on it?
See, yeah, that wasn't part of the plan. It's just you supposed to do that.
No. That's how I cut all their plans off with that one question. How what you got on it? Like a deer in the headlights.
And there was silence. But like I say, all these things, man, are just parts of the breakdown of our community. It's just parts of it.
Well,
they're all different pieces. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't point to one person, one event. You can't point to one thing.
No.
That's the reason. No, man. I'm gonna tell you something. You know what? Our mental health is so low at times in our community And that's one thing I wish if folks don't get nothing else out of what we time out, man, check your mental health.
Oh man,
You know what I'm saying?
Do
Find
it.
out where you at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're affecting everybody around you. Everybody that you see. I'm talking about your
Yeah.
home, your job,
Yeah.
every grocery store, the mall. If you go to the club, whatever you do, wherever you are, your mental health
Means
Boy.
a lot.
is so important, man. Y'all check out mental health, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't be stuck in the old school mindset of basically saying mental health issues is looked upon as a weakness. It's not a weakness, it's a recognition thing. You know what I'm saying? Because you're
Most
recognizing that there's something that should have been done different in your life, but it wasn't. So now it's time to change it, fix it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like, shout out to all of the people who are writing these great books on Black mental health, the mental health in the communities.
I mean, the people
leaders
that
that are
actually
dealing with it.
work
Yeah,
with it
yeah.
every single day,
the
man.
psychiatrists, the different people that, and just the people that have any kind of knowledge of it,
Right.
that are helping.
And that's
you know what I'm
something that
saying?
we had wrote in the book that we wanted to do. So anybody out there that's in the field
Yeah,
can come on to the show and talk
Please
to
hit
the
us
different
up.
people, the different types of mental health. And that would be awesome.
yeah.
'Cause-
Come educate us.
Yeah,
we
'cause-
need that.
Because
We need that.
back then, all people say, they off their crazy medicine, they need to they ain't take their pill and all this kind of stuff. But we, as a kid, you like, I don't know what that means, but
Right.
all they say was stay away from them. But you be like, they were some of the coolest folks, and we just didn't know what was going on with them.
Right.
And now, man, it just seemed like ever since that COVID kicked off, it's been like boom, in your face.
It made you look at yourself.
You know what I'm saying? Because everybody had to be harbored up.
It made you look at
Everybody
yourself.
was in the house.
You couldn't go judge nobody. Yeah,
You know what I'm
look
saying?
at
You
that
like,
mirror,
hold up. But then you
Yeah.
seen the younger folk really got affected by it. And like I said, we couldn't understand actually what we were looking at.
Mm-hmm.
You thinking the kid just spazzing out because he quote unquote bad. It always takes something to make a kid bad. You don't wake up with, you ain't born with bad.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's
Right.
something in there that ain't right.
That's making you form them decisions you doing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we had to we definitely got to take a deep dive into mental health.
Yeah.
When I say mental health, and people funny, and the people abused it too, because we got people who, I got certain coworkers or whatever, and they'll just say they need a mental health day. I'm going home. Okay. I ain't sure what that means. Because to me, I ain't going to drive 20 miles to work to realize I need to take the day off.
Right.
I'm going to call them or text them from the house.
Yeah.
And be like, dude, I ain't coming.
Right.
That's just what it is. We got to learn. You got to learn how to say no.
Yeah. That.
if we just don't get involved in certain everybody else situations, it'll relieve a lot of the stress we got.
Yeah. For real. Because the word no is not a bad word.
It's not.
No,
it's not. It's not. It really
Matter
isn't.
of fact, you can't have standards if you can't say no.
No, exactly. You can't.
Period.
You can't have that. You know what I'm saying? That boundary
Yeah.
without saying no, because then people, and then let them get mad. They gonna walk away mad.
They
But
say
you
I'm
can't.
mean. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, you
they call me what you want to.
Call me what you want to.
Just don't call after 10. You dig what I'm talking about?
Hey, well, for me, don't call after 8:15. Monday through Thursday.
Because I'm learning to protect my mental health. And you know what I'm saying? It's amongst our family and the people that are close to us.
Oh yeah.
That hurt us the most because that's where your guards are the lowest.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Your boundaries are the lowest.
But that's the whole thing
around your
with
family.
I get so sick.
You know?
I get so sick of people saying, but that's your sister. But that's your mom. Or that's your uncle. That's your family. Listen, if I mean that much to them, Tell them motherfuckers the same thing.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? Tell them the same thing.
For real.
You know what I mean? Don't keep coming.
This.
Yeah, keep feeding me talking about you need to be the bigger person. Man, look at him.
I can't
Like Shannon said, what Shannon say? What Aunt say? If I got to keep on being the bigger person, you know what I mean? That shit get old.
Yeah.
You know how many times I heard that in the past 5 to 10 years, man? You got to be the bigger person.
Probably a lot.
He be like, look, dude, I am not gonna mend something out and break.
Right.
What you got to do? Hey, you got selfish people around you. Best to part ways.
Pretty much.
You know what I mean? Because
it's gonna be in a bad situation.
It's gonna be in a bad. It's gonna end bad.
Yeah.
And like you say, I'd rather be talked about, but in perfect or close to perfect mental space.
Yeah.
Say what you want to about me.
Yeah, I need mine.
Because I only go so many places.
Yeah.
I'm at the barbershop. I'm at the crib. Or I'm on the clock.
For real.
Isn't that? Probably frying chicken somewhere. You know what I mean? But that's life for me, you know.
Yeah.
I don't knock my life.
Hey.
You know, it get dark some days. You know, you done call me before and be like, "Yeah, all right."
Hey.
I don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah.
All right.
That's the thing, man. Hey.
I don't even want to talk about it. I get to you when I can.
When people on your mind, reach out to them.
Yeah.
When people cross your mind, reach out to them. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a connection that you can't buy. And the fact that you even have that connection with some people, protect that connection and really, you know what I'm saying, nurture it. Really, really check on folks. And that's something I've been trying to do better with because now I understand it means something to do it.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because, you know, you get into the hustle and bustle of your own life and you'll disregard everybody else's.
Yeah.
But you don't know how much of a key you are to certain people's lives. And so just continue to, you know, fulfill your role. You know what I mean? And we might can grow in this thing. So, because that's really all the problem is that we're trying to grow individually. We still have lost the concept to grow together. We're still going to need each other. I don't care how big
but that's the whole thing,
whatever
man.
you get.
Everybody want to be independent. Everybody wants to be independent and not realizing that we are actually interdependent on each other.
Right. Gotta have it.
Okay. And you know, we talk about how things used to be, but we really have to practice them. And it take me to you, then whoever else we connect to get it back to where it's supposed to be.
Right.
You're not gonna blanket it. You're not gonna just be like, oh well, at exactly midnight you need to switch over and do this. It ain't gonna work.
Right.
So we gotta learn how we treat each other, and then I think things get better in the circle on the way out. You know, it's gonna do that, and you know, we're gonna keep on moving with this thing, man.
Yeah.
Everything we can do.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Any and everything we can do.
Definitely.
But I think that was a pretty good vent session for me. I needed that one myself.
Yeah, it was good.
Because it's been a minute, and with so much, like I say, going on, sometimes you just gotta slow down and you gotta get it off your chest. And I ain't really feel like breaking it up into 10 different topics. Nah, I mean, I know people are like, yeah, you gotta get content out. Yeah, but it's gonna be at our pace.
It is content.
You know, but I don't have to chop it up. I just need to talk to you.
Yeah.
You know, and we gonna make it do what it do. And like I said, if anybody got suggestions, you know, put them on the page. If when you see this video up, you can comment it on YouTube. But we definitely are gonna be on the lookout for the best female we can stick on this podcast for that men and women friendship that we started off. And man, we got so much feedback. It was like, hold on. They was like, what a female, you know, ain't no female on there talking. Like, well, okay.
We had to get ours in first.
So
it's the first blow. We threw it. We threw the first blow. You see it.
So all I can say is, if you think that you can handle this madness,
that's the thing.
which it ain't gonna be no harm. It ain't gonna be
It's
none
gonna
of
be
that.
fun, man.
Because we don't do. For me, And it's just like I said, this ain't no bashing show. It's really about learning. Okay, so you're gonna be able to teach us something that we might not necessarily know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so throw your name out there, put your name in the hat, and if we draw it, you coming on the show.
Yeah, just be ready.
Just be ready, because we, as you can see, this whole microphone thing, this is one part of our silliness, but when we out or we just in the barbershop, it's 10 times worse, man.
It's a different level.
Yeah, it's a different level. But it is.
Tone it down for y'all.
Yeah.
Right now.
For right now.
Get a feet in the door. Just for right now. You know.
It's going to get worse.
Yeah. It has to. I'm saying, we go through too much.
But the thing is, man, let's laugh. You know, let's learn to laugh and love on each other and just, you know what I'm saying, just be there, man.
Yeah.
You know, jump out there with your family and have some good times, and everything gonna be all right. Yeah. The way I see it.
Laugh over crying.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's always going to be something to be mad about. There's always going to be something to cry about. So just kind of pick and choose your battles.
I know that's
all
right.
it is. Pick your battles wisely.
Wisely.
Because every battle you pick, you got to fight it. So just remember, pick your battles wisely. You know, don't take on too much.
Right. And
don't let people make you take on too much.
Yeah. Don't let everybody put their stuff off on you.
Yeah. If you know it's too much for you, tell them.
Tell them, hey man.
Hey, whoa! That's too much.
I'll be right.
That's not my area.
Yeah, that ain't my avenue.
I know somebody you can talk to.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's all it is, man. We got just because you don't know something or can't solve a problem, it doesn't make you less of a person at all. It just makes you more of a friend or whatever when you can actually find a solution. Instead of you trying to just drag it along and dibble and dabble the ways that you
know. If I don't know, I'm be like, hey, dog.
I'm gonna get you to the right person. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't nothing I can do with that.
But I know somebody who does.
But I know somebody that can help
every day. So you call them, and I'm sure you can get what you need. So sometimes we just have to step out of the way and just know, just because you can't solve a problem, it doesn't mean you're a failure.
Oh man, come on.
It doesn't. You
know
what I'm saying? Some people do, and that's where that pressure gets too heavy.
Yeah, get heavy, and they think
you save the world on this other bull job, but you can't. So stop trying. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Do what you can, but maintain yourself. Because I ain't never drank nothing out of an empty Kool-Aid pitcher. So quit pouring yourself all the way out, and then you get thirsty.
Mad because you ain't got no juice.
Yeah, you ain't got nothing.
You nothing.
You done poured yourself smooth out. So, just kind of pace yourself out here with dealing with each other, man. Have some grace. Have some, some, patience with each other, man, especially nowadays. Because the food is attacking us. The air, everything is attacking us. We don't need to attack each other. You know what I'm saying? So, we need to have more of these good times. Interested in... You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just saying we're interested in connecting with people. This is not one of those things where we want to just sit here and be watched. We really want you to connect, send your ideas, you know what I'm saying? You got topics, you got businesses, different things. Because we're trying to network everyone that wants to be involved. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to really connect people with good people.
Here it is.
Hard workers with hard workers. Good thinkers with good thinkers. You know what I'm saying? We're not trying to run anybody.
Solution seekers.
Yeah, not trying to run anybody in circles. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with food.
Yeah, we got enough problems. We need some solutions, man. Big time. But going back to that, as soon as we can figure out which part can accommodate us, we're going to put some food on the grill.
Yes, sir.
And we're going to tell everybody, man, come and hang with us for a day.
Right.
Matter of fact, we're going to shoot the podcast live.
Yes, sir.
At the cookout.
Yes, sir.
So,
be some live interaction, you know what I mean?
We're gonna do this one shortly.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It's all about clearing the schedule and just making it happen. So whenever we get it set, Just be watching the Facebook page or the Instagram page, and we're gonna throw it out there. Come and eat, get some music. Probably we might even break out the card games or something.
Right.
You know, I'm mean with some Uno.
Wow.
Yeah.
I really thought you was about to say spades, but
Nah.
you said Uno.
Uno.
You did that.
Yeah.
You put that together.
Look here, man. Yeah,
You-
listen. Let me tell you. Let me run it down for you. If you a pilot child, okay, any one of us grew up with a deck of cards.
Okay.
So, my late cousin Rosa, her mom,
Mm-hmm.
you got to go through her, Rosa's sister Dale, Rosa's brother Anthony. All of them. That's why I learned my hustle. Okay, Rosie used to take every last nickel. When I say nickel, I mean I had a bag full of nickels. Cat, all my change gone. I can't go to the candy lady. Nothing. Ruined me on cards, man. You understand what I'm saying?
So you done went to the safe cards.
I went to the safe cards, baby. Hey, I will Uno you to death. But either that or I try to play the phase 10 with the kids.
Oh,
Boy, look here.
I'm tough in that. I'm tough on that phase 10.
For real?
I hands it out.
Woo.
I hands it out.
Man,
in that
look at
phase
here.
10, you did. Yes.
Man, we was in Florida one time. I played them cats, but I think we was up to the wee hours of the morning.
Oh, it's a long game.
Yeah.
It's not for the weary now. It's not for the weary. No, sir.
We ain't doing that.
You have to endure to the end. The
So-
phase 10. You know what I'm saying?
Catch me at the Uno table. If we can find us a place that got some horseshoes,
Yeah, that would be nice. Ain't done that in a while.
right?
Yeah.
It'd be even better if we can find us a place to play some kickball.
Yep.
And I might have to tag my granddaughter, let her run for me.
It's gonna be something else. Yeah, we might as well start working out now for that. But hey, you got ideas on parks, man, that have this kind of stuff that's available.
Yeah.
Holler at us, man.
Holler
Let us
at
know.
us.
Let us
Yeah,
know.
that'd be some fun.
Yeah, let us know, man, so we can have this family fun day. You know what I mean?
Family Fun Day with the In No Podcast.
Yeah.
Come on out. I think that's gonna be all right.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
other than that, boss, got anything else for the people?
Nah, man, nothing but just man, love each other, man. That's all, man. Just remember that. Be faithful to each other, man, because we're gonna need each other in just a little bit here. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
Make sure you're paying attention to what's going on in the world. Stop just being entertained and pay attention.
Oh yeah.
Because a lot of things are changing around us. A lot of things are changing, and they're not changing in our favor. So make sure you're paying attention, okay?
Cool.
Keep your antennas up. That's all I got.
Keep your head on a swivel
Yes, sir.
and your eyes wide shut.
Yeah.
But that's it for this evening, and I guess we gonna partake in some elite conversation here, and
Yeah.
we're gonna get back to you guys.
All right.
All right,
Peace.
much love.